I can see you're doing well with the herbal preparation.
You taught me well.
And you are very brave to learn fast. Edo will be so pleased to have such a wonderful brain and beauty to serve her as my successor after I've journeyed to my ancestors.
Thank you, Mother. Everything I am today, you made me. I will be very glad to serve Edo with all my heart.
You are a precious child, and that is why Edo has chosen you among the other maidens in Umago to serve her after me.
It still baffles me why a poor orphan like me is chosen for this great task.
Amuma,
Mother,
the way of the gods are often strange to our mortal comprehension. Sometimes they make great things out of little men. However, I want you to understand whom you are now. You are no longer that poor orphan, but the future priestess of Edo. And that is why I brought you here, to prepare you for the journey ahead of you. I thank the gods that you're strong enough to take up this task. You must never forget the rules, especially the fact that you must never be defiled by any man, just like me. Or else, you'll be disqualified to take up this mantle.
I will never forget, Mother. And thank you for being a mother to me and your motherly love you show to a poor orphan like me. May Edo bless you.
It's okay, my daughter. Now I want you to go for an errand for me. I will give you some herbs that you take to Kuro's house so that he will give to his old wife.
Greetings, my prince.
Amoma, the beautiful maiden of Omuago. I have been longing to meet you about what we discussed.
With due respect, my prince, I don't think there will be need for our meeting. I already told you nothing can work between us. Not when I'm a servant to Edo the goddess. Is it a taboo for me to have anything to do with a man? For I belong to Edo the goddess.
You are wrong, Amoma. I am not just a man. I am the one and only prince of Omuago. I have royal blood in me. Amoma, I want you to be mine, and I will make you the envy of every maiden in Omuago. When I succeed my father and become king, you shall enjoy royalty. Concur to my request and become queen. You will enjoy royalty for the rest of your life.
Please, my prince, for we both know that no man changes the will of the gods.
Even the gods are at my service.
Please, my prince.
Stop! No one says no to the prince of Umuago. Like I said before, I am not just a man. I am Prince Okier, the one and only prince of Umuago. I can see you are very stubborn. I will do this my way.
Please!
Don't you realize she's sacred? Okier, she's a servant of Yodo. Ha! Don't you realize that the penalty is death? They cannot be trusted. And I don't want my son to be stoned to death.
What about her?
Like a child who has been chased by a mobile masquerade.
We are attacked by some hostile warriors along a Owagu path road. our guards slaughtered. We only managed to escape death.
We narrowly escaped death. All thanks to the gods.
Thanks to the gods. I hope you're not hot.
We're fine.
Please, let's go in.
I saw the bloodbath committed by the king. But thank the gods, you're still safe.
I owe you my life. I must be going now.
No, not yet. Those people will still be after your life. We must wait here until the dust settles a bit.
Make sure you find her. And when you do, kill her. And the chief priestess as well. And make sure you leave no trails. Huh? And leave.
What do I owe this sudden visit of yours, chief guards of the royal household?
Woman, where's that Muma?
Amuma is not around. I sent her on an errand. She's not yet back.
That's a lie. By the order of the king, you must provide her now.
And if I may ask, what has she done that the king is looking for her desperately?
You will find the answers in the land beyond.
Who's gonna cleanse this land? Who's gonna free up this land? Love of the innocent is crying out for justice. They are crying out for justice. The blood of the innocent is crying for justice.
Somebody help! Somebody help! Help me! Mother, no! No, 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 no! I'm happy you're here to feel my last breath. The king is responsible. You have to run for your life. Edo is with you.
Easy.
It's painful.
I know. It's for painful. Sorry. It's for your own good. I know. Relax. Be a man. Sorry. I know it's painful. Your Highness, we have searched everywhere she could be, but no trace of her.
And the chief priestess?
Dead as you instructed, Your Highness.
Yes, she's dead. Search further! She must be found. She must die. She must be found. She must die.
Okay, Your Highness.
Go now.
Okay, Your
Go.
Highness.
Okier! You have seen what it brought to us. Now leave my presence and pray she's found, or you face the consequences. Leave my presence!
They are crying out for justice.
Or be ready to face the consequences.
I want to get us up and down your way. The blood of the innocent is crying for justice.
You should thank the gods for guiding you this far in the jungle to locate me.
I can't think of anyone in Magu Kingdom to hide me. You are the only one I can trust. It is obvious the king is desperate to eliminate me just as he did to Amelie, my mother.
It's okay. You are safe here. But I must advise you. You shouldn't step an inch from this place. Because they will still be searching for you. You say this place is a lonely place in the jungle. And nobody can think of searching for you here.
Thank you so much for your kindness. But please, I need one more favor from you.
What is it?
We must get Amelie corpse at once before they find her. She deserves a burial.
I agree with you.
Thank you. And why are you here alone by yourself in this lonely jungle? Don't you have a family?
It's a long story. I came from Umago Kingdom. Many years ago, something terrible happened.
AGK. Yeah, this issue does not need to degenerate into this ugly way. This situation is uncalled for. What we need from you is understanding. The entire Amago Kingdom said they don't want you as the heir to the throne again. Why? Because of your arrogance, ostentatious way of life. In fact, they don't like your lifestyle. Hence, they picked Ijele, your younger one, to be the heir to the throne. So why the war? Why? We want peace. Listen, the future of Amago should be paramount to your mind. Shut up your mouth, Ijele. Shut up your stinking mouth. How dare you? Look, the future of this kingdom lies in my palms. How dare you make such unspeakable and blasphemous statements? How dare you? In fact, I think I'm done with this meeting. And you, Ijele, I will deal with you. Listen, you old fools! The throne of this kingdom is my birthright. And no one dares to take it away from me. Not even you. Else, I will spill your blood. And not only your blood, but that of your sons and daughters.
AGK, how dare you threaten us like that?
You call that a threat? Wait until you all meet your stupid graves. Rubbish.
Noted. Noted.
This is the one you want to give the throne of our land? This one?
My elders.
It's okay?
I sincerely apologize for my elder brother's arrogance and disrespect to you all. Please, for my sake, forgive him. And secondly, my elders, I want to make this point clear to each and everyone here that I, Ijele, I am not ready to fight over the throne with my elder brother. Yes, because that is his birthright. Please, my elders, let us overlook his weakness and limitation and crown him the king of Amago Kingdom, so he can succeed my late father, King Odogu V. My elders, Bikonu, let us allow peace to reign. Please, I strongly believe that AGK, my elder brother, will change and paddle the affairs of the throne and the kingdom responsibly.
I say no to that, Ijele. Yes, you have the true nature of your father, his gentleness, his kind nature. But let me tell you something. Unlike your brother AGK, you are the one chosen by all the people of Amago to represent them and to paddle the throne of this kingdom. Yes, we want peace. And you're going to give us that peace and kindness like your late father, Odogu V. And listen very carefully. There is no option left.
My elders, I still maintain my ground. Please, let's allow peace to reign.
Okier, this meeting is over. This meeting is over. Let us get out of here.
You mean they insist on taking the throne from you for your brother is jealous?
For my dead body. Omame. Omame.
That is what they said. But I tell you, if they try such rubbish with me, I will do something unspeakable. Isi Mariada, heads will roll.
I don't think we should go about this violent. Huh? But I don't think we should go about this violent. Huh? I think we should tread with wisdom and caution. I have an idea.
Greetings, my husband.
How are you?
May the gods be praised.
You see, I want to apologize to you concerning my husband's ill manner towards you because of the issue of the throne. Don't you think you truly deserve to be king?
You think so?
I know so. You have the qualities of a king. I mean, your kindness, humility, calmness can never be overestimated. Please, we need to talk urgently before things get out of hands. Your life is in danger.
My life? Who wants me dead?
Like I said, we need to talk in my chambers. Like they say, the words have ears.
Okay, I will. Wama, I'm here like you requested. Who wants my life?
Me.
You!
Hey!
Stop! Stop! Ijele! What are you doing with my wife? This up! Ijele, you! Ijele, you are a disappointment. I'm ashamed of you. We trusted you. We trusted you? How dare you? How dare you get yourself involved in such despicable act? You try to rape your own brother's wife? Allo. Shame. Shame.
My elders, please believe me. I didn't do such a thing. How will I rape my elder brother's wife?
Liar! How dare you lie in front of the elders? How dare you deny it? Even when not just me, but the guards caught you red-handed. How dare you?
My elders, I swear by the gods, I didn't do such a thing. Ejike, why will you frame this against me?
There is no need denying this irresponsible act, Ijele. You were caught red-handed. Even the guards testified against you. You have to face your punishment. You deserve it.
Please, my elders. I want Ijele here, my brother, to face due punishment.
You will.
And that is the fact.
My elders, believe me, I can't do such a thing.
Who's gonna cleanse this land? Who's gonna free up this land? Love of the innocent is crying out for justice. They are crying out for justice.
No! No! I am innocent! I am innocent! Gods of our land! Gods of our land! The gods of our land!
Blood of the innocent is crying for justice.
That is how I find myself here.
Such an unfortunate and pathetic story. Please accept my sympathy.
It's okay. I guess you must be famished by now. Let me take you inside and prepare something for you to eat. Come with me.
Blood of the innocent is crying for justice.
Nguku neke nguku no here. Ngagulu meke boye kwa fogunko. I am sorry, that's of Omwago. Nguku is still silent about the revelation you seek concerning the Igwe and the dead prince.
But wise one, when is Nguku going to speak? We are troubled and crave for the revelation before the bodies are buried.
Bury the dead and continue with your affairs. No one forces words from the gods. They will speak at the appointed time.
When will that be?
I wish I know. I am only a messenger and the mouthpiece of the gods. My tongue is not mine. It belongs to the gods. Nguku neke nguku no yo. Nguku neke nguku no yo. Nayamao. I take my leave.
No.
Prince Emenike, as the only surviving son of our late Igwe, Igwe Kome one of Omwago, it is the decision of the entire royal cabinet that I and the Chaka should inform you that you are to take up the mantle of kingship. After the mourning period of your father and brother. Therefore, you are expected to pass the coronation rituals. My prince, you are also expected to take up a wife to prove that you are man enough and eligible to paddle the affairs of this kingdom. Do you have any objection?
No objection or no.
It was a great day indeed. I thank the gods that my coronation as the new king of Umwago was a huge success.
My queen.
My king.
I hope you're very happy.
Yes, I am so excited.
Your Highness, I wish you the blessings of the gods.
And my king, I pray the gods grants you the strength to reign as your late father. Oh no. Itie Ichaka. It has been a busy day. I have to return to my chambers with my new queen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, this
Igwe!
Igwe!
Oga Bale. Oga Bale. Oh no! Oh no! Amuma.
Welcome, Ijele.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Go on.
Amuma, it's obvious you're not strong yet. Well, that's one of the symptoms.
I don't understand. What symptoms?
You're pregnant.
Oh, that's not possible. No man has ever had carnal knowledge of me. No one. Not at all. No one. Except...
Akuma, why are you still crying? Amuma, stop crying.
How can I ever stop walking each day with this seed of curse in my stomach? How can I ever stop the tears of the memory of that horrible incident keep reminding me of each day? How can I?
Akuma, you can't speak ill of your unborn child. Listen, the child you carry in India is innocent. He's just a victim of man, inhumanity to man, just like you. You must learn to love your unborn child. Because it's your blood, your consolation. Please.
Then it's such an irony that this curse begets my joy.
You see, life is often strange, and fate is often unfair. You must learn how to accept your child, just like you accepted yours. Please, stop crying. It's okay.
I cannot wait to carry my prince in my palms. The heir to the throne of Omago. My flesh and blood.
Are you sure he's a boy?
I am very sure. Stand up, my king. I can hear him speak. I am very sure he is the boy.
May the gods grant your wish.
I say...
Amoma. 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 Amoma.
Mother.
Amoma, the favored one, the child of Ini Edo. Do not be afraid. It is me. Amoma, you must never forget the hunter. You must always appreciate him for his kindness. You must care for that child in your womb more than you loved yourself. The child you're carrying is a destiny child. The child is destined for great cause beyond your comprehension.
Great cause? What may that be?
Doubt will be unveiled to you when the time comes. Like I said, you must love and care for that child in your womb. Ini Edo will be with you. Anybody that blesses you, she blesses. And anyone that curses you, she curses. You will be delivered of a male child. And you shall name him Nwachi. For he is a gift from the goddess to you.
Yoda. Hey, Yoda. 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 Hey, Yoda. Oga karake lugo kwa. Oga karake lugo kwa. Yoda. The time has come.
Amoma, remember what I've told you.
Amuma, what is it? Are you okay? You're crying.
God of our ancestors, what have I done? Why did you take away my first blood like this? Why? What crime did I or the royal household commit to deserve this mischief?
My lord. It's okay, my lord. Eating yourself up emotionally is not the best. It won't bring him back to us. I believe that the gods knows the best. I promise to give you another child. This womb of mine will bear us as many children as you desire. You have to be strong because you are the king. The elders are waiting for us. They've come to sympathize with us.
I will be with them.
It's okay.
Onye ma no game o. Ye benebe o. Onye ma no game ha. We kwanu be o. Onye ma no game. Ye benebe o. Onye ma no game ha. We kwanu de o.
He has your eyes, your beautiful eyes.
Really?
Yes.
Am I beautiful?
Yes. Even the gods are envy of your beauty.
I'm glad to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes. So tell me, what are we going to name this child?
I will name him Mwachi, for he is a gift from the goddess Ini Edo.
Mwachi. That is a nice name.
People of Umuagu, a child is born today. A precious child. The prince and the heir to the throne of Umuagu kingdom. I, Otibo, son of Aleka, the late chief priest of Ugugu, my late father. I, Otibo, grandson of Omoka, great-grandson of Aja, have spoken. He who has ears, let him hear the message and share the good news across. People of Umuagu, a child is born today, a precious child, the prince and the heir to the throne of Umuagu kingdom. I, Otibo, son of Aleka, the late chief priest of Ugugu, my late father. I, Otibo, grandson of Onwoka, great-grandson of Aja, have spoken. He who has ear, let him hear the message from the gods.
Never! I can never take any rubbish from Umuaka.
It's either they want peace or war. My king, I support you completely.
A precious child, the prince.
Oh no. Did you hear that?
Is that not the voice of that Ezemo?
It is, my king. What fallacy is he spreading?
Only the gods can tell.
Gods!
Yes, Your Highness.
Your Highness.
Your Highness.
Go and summon the Ezemo to this palace now.
Go now!
Before he spreads his stupid fallacy to my people.
People of Umuagu, a child is born today. A precious child from the gods. The prince and the heir to the throne of Umuagu kingdom. I am Otibo, son of Aleka, the late chief priest of Ugugu, my late father. I am Otibo, grandson of Onwoka, the great-grandson of Aja. I have given you a message from the gods. He who has ears, let him share the message across.
By the order of the king, you have to come with us now.
Oh, not when I am on a mission from the gods.
I'm sorry, Chief Priest. It's not optional. You have to come with us now.
Tell the king that once I'm through with the message from the gods, I will see him.
I'm sorry. You're coming with us.
What is the meaning of this? I'll tell you. What is the meaning of this act by your guards, Your Majesty?
I should be the one asking you the meaning of the stupid fallacy that you're spreading in my kingdom. Do you know that it's a treasonable act?
It is not a blasphemy. It is the message of goodwill from the gods, Your Majesty.
Message of goodwill, you said? What message of goodwill are you talking about? When you speak of a newborn king, when you know that I am still mourning the heir to my throne, my son, the flesh of my flesh, the blood of my blood, that my wife lost last night through miscarriage.
I am sorry about the loss, Your Majesty, but I have done no wrong in spreading the message from the gods.
What child do you speak of?
I wish I know, but the gods are yet to reveal who.
Liar! Traitor! Wizard! You are indeed a traitor that shields under the shadow of the gods to perpetrate evil. I want you to stop deceiving my people.
Your Majesty, I am a mouthpiece of the gods, and only their words do my tongue speak.
And I forbid you by the power that I have as the king of Umuago to stop deceiving my people. Stop deceiving my people, or else you will have me to contend with. Guards! Take this traitor out of my...
My message is from Nguku, and the gods never lie. The gods never lie.
I don't trust him. He is a wizard.
My king, he might be right.
How dare you speak like that? Do you want me to derob you of your entitlement as you know of this kingdom?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Better. Don't forget, the heir to this throne must come from the seed of my forefathers. And as the only surviving son and the Igwe of Umuago, the blood of my blood and the flesh of my flesh must be the one that will succeed me when I'm gone. You may take your leave.
Could Ezemo be saying the truth that his message is from the gods? Should that be, then whose seed have the gods favored against mine, and why? I won't allow that to come to pass. Only my blood, only my lineage can sit on the throne of Umuago. I will not take any chances. I will take my destiny by my own hands. Yes, I will know what to do.
Are you still worried over this blasphemy? I mean, it's all lies and we both know it.
I am not worried, my love. I am only being careful.
Are you sure?
I am very sure. Don't worry. Your womb will bless us with an heir.
Let's go inside. Let's go.
Go and do as I have commanded. Don't come back here without a positive result. Do you understand? Yes, Your Honor. Go!
Yes, Your Honor. You can go.
Go!
My lord, I think you're not doing the right thing.
Do the gods do the right thing to me? Do they? I am the king of Umuago. My words are the words of the gods.
Who's gonna cleanse this land? Who's gonna free up this land? Blood of the innocent is crying out for justice. They are crying out for justice.
Stop it! Stop it!
The blood of the innocent is crying for justice.
Hope none escaped.
None, Your Highness. We have slaughtered every child from a day to 2 months old. Your Highness, it was a bloodbath.
Good job. You can go now.
Your Highness.
No one takes my throne. No one! Not even the gods!
Igwe! 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 What crime have you committed? I said, what crime have you committed? Igwe! What crime have you committed? Igwe! Igwe!
Ndoka! Ndoka, Wolunwayo.
Igwe! What crime have we committed? That you should mend this evil act to us. Taking away innocent children in cold blood.
It is only a man who has not tested powers can afford to lose it by any reason. I have tested powers and I'm not willingly to relinquish that power, even if it means taking the lives of all of you. I only did what is necessary to protect this kingdom and my throne from imminent threat.
Don't forget that I also lost a prince, my son, just as some of you did. And we have to share the same grief.
The only thing we should focus on now is how to protect the future of this throne and the entire kingdom. And if there is any one of you here who is against this cause, let him speak now. Good. Let us proceed with the issue that is more important.
Hey!
Calm down. Calm down. Behind it, you see, the words of the king are like the words of the gods. You understand? So when a king is talking, it's like the gods are talking. So it's not what now.
Hey! Vomit of the vultures! Igwe! Vomit of the vultures! Master, vomit of the vultures! Igwe! Vomit of the vultures! Vomit of the vultures! Hey, Igwe! Hey!
Greetings, Ini.
My son, you're welcome. You look unhappy. What is the problem?
Ini, I need answers. I am old enough to know my origin. Where are we from? Where is my root? And why are we living in this isolation? No friends or family. Ini, tell me the truth. Am I a bastard?
We have been through this over and over again, son. Stop this curiosity. With time, you will find the answer you question.
When will this time be, Ini? When will this time be? Why do you keep avoiding these questions? Thanks for keeping me in the dark. Ini.
Son?
Oh, Mama.
No. Manage. It's okay, it's okay. What's going on? No. No.
It's too bitter.
Don't worry, Nai. The gods are with you. They will heal you with these herbs. Oh?
Mama. Mama. Thank you for your love, your attention, and care towards me since the inception of this illness. My fate now lies in the hands of the gods.
Welcome, my son.
Is that much?
Greetings, Ini.
Watch my son. You're welcome.
Ini, how is he doing?
He's better. He's getting better.
Nai, I got this for you. Ini will prepare your favorite with it.
You are really becoming a great hunter.
You taught me well, Nai.
You're doing well, Machi.
Thank you.
Two?
Yes. Let me help you.
Machi.
Give it to me. Let me go and prepare something for people to eat. Take it.
Mama, please, while preparing it, add more pepper to the soup, okay? For my sake. Machi, I am...
Sorry. Sorry, Nai.
It is very bitter.
Let me pacify you. Take the knife. Let me pacify you, Nai.
Help me. Help me.
Sorry.
Watch you.
No.
Are you there?
Yes.
Watch you.
No.
What are you doing?
Let me pacify your soul.
Okay. My prince, are you okay?
Who is that girl?
Her name is Akugo, the princess of Amansi Kingdom, the pride of her father, and widely celebrated anywhere she steps her foot because of her exceptional beauty. My prince, some say she's the most beautiful damsel that treaded Mother Earth. Why some say she is the reincarnation of the goddess Amota.
Some say she is the most beautiful damsel that treaded Mother Earth.
Yes, my prince.
Why some say she is the reincarnation of a goddess.
Yes, my prince.
They are not wrong after all. That caught my attention. My heart is locked. Listen, she is the definition of my dream woman. And I tend to make her mine.
My prince, for you as a prince, it's very, very possible. But for me, as a commoner, she's far-fetched. Listen, it's okay.
My princess, did you notice?
Notice what?
The way the prince looked at you when you passed.
I barely noticed. You know I'm used to men digging their lustful eyes at me like a hawk on the cheek. He's just another prey, right? Yes.
She was bitten by a snake.
A snake?
Yes.
My princess.
My child. My princess.
Greetings, Father. You sent for me.
Yes, my son. Have a seat.
Thank you.
How was your journey to Amansi today?
Favored by the gods.
Good. Son, there is something very important I want to discuss with you.
I'm all ears, Father.
It's very unfortunate that after your mother gave birth to you, after 3 sorrowful years of childlessness, she couldn't give birth again, leaving you as the only child and heir to my throne. Son, the future of my lineage lies on your shoulders, and you have to protect it. And the only way you can do that is to get married and bear children who will uphold the lineage. You have to fulfill all this before I join my ancestors, so that I can die a happy and a fulfilled man. Please, son, consider this proposal.
I have heard you, Father. Soon, your heart desires will come to pass. In fact, I have someone in mind, and I am already considering that.
I am very proud of you, son.
Thank you, Father.
If I may ask, who is that lucky maiden?
Don't worry. She will be unveiled at the right time.
Oyelenia, the pride of Omwago. We have to drink to this. God!
Yes, Your Highness.
Go inside and get me fresh palm wine. Let me enjoy and celebrate with my son.
As Your Highness wishes.
How is she?
Don't worry, she will soon be fine.
I hope so.
Take this way. You will find your way to Amansi.
I suggest you come with us. You deserve a reward from the king, my father.
I don't deserve any reward for saving a life. What I did was a priority, not a favor. I suggest you start moving around with guards. Safe journey.
And your name?
My name is not necessary.
If we're feeling my legs.
I hope you are not feeling pains anymore.
Not at all, father. His herbs did wonders.
And who is this kind young man that refused taking reward for this kind of demonstration?
He is strange, Father. He couldn't even say his name.
Well, strange indeed. Maybe a god in human form. I am glad that you are okay.
Yes.
But you will need to have a rest. Hmm?
Yes, Father.
My princess.
Jili wanyo ne nyemo boroko ne eza delapam. Jili wanyo ne timo mbamba ni iga delapam. Mwahamaka, mwanama. Onye fuli fedi manya kuwe na boroko nja. Abukini mereze nuji mwela chanto. Ofiva humele wabwenye mwe buleze. If you live at the man, Yananya Barabata Adeze, Ibo quivered him. They say beautiful ones are yet to be born, but some angels are already living here. Adeze, Nanuko Neje, Manama. Uboyibo, ugeboyibo. Jili wanyone fema shua nika jilapam. Jili wanyone timumbamba nika jilapam. Adeze, mwanama. Adeze, ibusama. Mwamakanoe. Nukone jenue Ijengala Mebengala Olulogi Mwamuro nuju Adeze 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 Mwanama Uboyibo Ugeboyibo
Take this way. You will find your way to Amansi.
I suggest you come with us. You deserve a reward from the king, my father.
I don't deserve any reward for saving a life. What I did was a priority, not a favor. I suggest you start moving around with guards. Safe journey.
And your name?
My name is not necessary.
My princess, your mind is lost. What is it?
Jili wanyone nyemo boroko ne eza delapam. Jili wanyone timo mbamba ni iga delapam. Mwahamaka, mwanama. Onye fuli fedi manya kuwe na boroko nja. Oh ya, mwanama. Negodi koneje. Elube, 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 elube. Abukini mereze nuji mwela chanto. Ofiva humele wabwenye mwe buleze. If you live at the man, Yananya Wata. Adeze, Ibo Quivedim. They say beautiful ones are yet to be born, but some angels are already living here.
May the gods bless this house.
My princess, you are here again.
Yes, I came with this little gift to say thank you to your son for saving my life the other day.
Thank you. May the gods bless your good heart. But I'm sorry, he's not in the house. He has gone for hunting as usual.
Not to worry. Just tell him that I came, and I'll see him later.
Thank you, my daughter. May the gods guide you.
He's safe. Okay.
Such a nice princess.
Ulako, let's search for him somewhere inside the forest. He must be there hunting.
My princess, that is not a good idea. The forest is too risky for you. Moreover, you must not see him today. You might visit again. But don't you think it's necessary for us to just leave this whole thing? You've shown your appreciation already.
Ulako, thank you for your advice, but I insist.
Okay.
Are you coming with me or not?
Okay, my princess.
But some angels are already living here.
What a sonorous voice here in the jungle. Where could it be coming from?
I don't know. Maybe from a spirit. My princess, let's go. I'm scared.
Scared?
Yes.
I'd rather be entertained by the sound than be scared. Come, let's go know where it's coming from. Come, follow me.
What are you doing here?
I went to your house in search of you, but your mother told me that you're out here hunting. So I decided to come to the forest to look for you. Thank the gods I found you.
You shouldn't have. It's risky.
Risk, they say, begets reward. Anyway, how's your hunting going?
The gods are at work.
You see, you don't know how grateful I am for your selfless attitude the other day. It was really amazing. You're a rare quality to find.
I need no gratitude for what I did. Anyone in my position will do same. All thanks to the gods, you are better now.
Yes, I'm better. So, I love the sound of the flute. Please, can you play me some? Please.
As my princess wishes.
Nnam, Ogini, what is it? Huh? What is the matter? My son.
Nne, I am old enough to know my origin. How long will you keep hiding away my roots from me? I need to know where we came from.
Nnam, I thought we have been through these times without number. Eh? Why don't you bury your curiosity? When the time is ripe, you will know. Oh? No.
I am a man. I need to know my roots. Since you don't want to tell me, It's high time I find out the truth myself.
Mama, we have to go. Hey, Mama. Oh, sit down.
Ndo.
Mama. Mama, don't you think it's high time we told him the truth? Tell him what truth? Huh? Tell him that he's a bastard whose father brutally raped his mother. Tell him that his father and grandfather are nothing but monsters and murderers who tried to take his life while in his mother's womb. No, I can't risk him. It's all I've got. Whatever dealings we have with Umagu kingdoms remains a history. Don't forget that he's a reincarnation of his father. Once any elders from there see him, they will recognize him. We never can tell what the outcome may be. We must bury the past. We must bury the past, Ijele. Yes, we must bury the past. Mama. Mama.
Be it as it may, I know he will find out the truth.
Wait.
Get me my medicine.
Okay. No, I'm coming.
Watch it. Mama.
Gossip baby.
I want you to come with me.
To where, my princess?
To go see the hunter.
Is there something you're not telling me?
I don't understand what you're talking about, loudmouth.
Don't deny it. It is written all over your eyes. I can see it. You know you're my friend. Don't lie to me.
Olako, ever since the day I set my eyes on the hunter, I can't stop thinking about him. I think about him day and night. And I can't help it. Olako, am I in love or in lust?
Follow your heart. Follow your heart, yes.
Jili wanyo nenye mo boroko neza delakwam. Jili wanyo neti mo mbamba niga delakwam. Mwahamaka mwanamma onye fuli fedi manya kuwe na boroko nja. Oh yeah.
Father, greetings, Father. Greetings. Igwe. Where are you going with so much excitement?
Father, it's a secret journey. But don't worry. When I return, I shall let you know.
I trust you, my son. Go with all my blessings. Whatever it may be very, very careful. Remember that the destiny of this kingdom lies on your palms. You can go, my son.
I will never forget.
You look so gorgeous, son.
Father, you mean I look good?
My prince.
And you haven't said anything about how I look. How do I look?
My prince, like the most charming prince of our time. Perfect for the journey.
So are you saying she is going to fall in love at first sight?
My prince, that's an understatement. She will fall for you.
Let's go.
Yes, my prince.
Your simplicity is amazing.
Just like your kind heart. Like a rare gem.
Why do you like coming close to a poor hunter like me, instead of dining and whining with your cool royalties?
Companionship isn't a treasure ship. Yes, it's more precious than silver. Gold is never built on riches, fame, or royalty. But affection, kindness, faith, and above all, love. There is something special about you I wish I can explain. You're a good man, blessed with a golden heart. Your qualities are so amazing, just like the sound of your flute. I wish I had more words to describe you, but all I can say is that I have fallen in love with you. I have a question, Wachi. From the depth of your heart, do you love me too?
Long live your majesty. The Prince of Umago is here.
The Prince of Umago. Did he say what he wants?
Not yet, your highness. I saw him arriving and I felt it's wise to inform you.
That's brave of you. He is a special guest. Show him to my presence immediately.
Greetings, your highness.
Welcome, Prince of Umuago.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Thank you. How is your father, my friend?
Your Highness is favored by the gods.
I am pleased with your presence in my kingdom. What do I owe this visit to?
Well, Your Highness, I am here to see Akugo, your daughter.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Guard,
My king.
go and call Akugo. Tell her her presence is needed immediately. Also inform Lolo to prepare a feast for our special guest.
As your highness pleases.
Thank you, Your Highness.
So, Your Highness, how have you been?
It has been the gods. The gods have been with us.
I'm sorry, my king. The princess is not around. She is reported to have taken a walk with Ulax.
Akugo likes taking a walk. Perhaps she has gone for one of them. You may come back another day if you cannot wait. But meanwhile, we have to feast together.
My prince, calm down, my prince. Calm down, my prince. It's no one's fault. After all, we waited for so long over the king's feast, but she's nowhere to be found. But my prince, like her father said, let us try another day. Biko.
Certainly.
It still baffles me that the Prince of Umuago came looking for Akugo. Why? I can't remember their paths crossing, though his father and I are close.
Igwe, it is still a puzzle like you said. But if you ask me, I think it has to do with a marriage proposal.
Is that what you think?
Yes. I think the prince is interested in our daughter. But he wants to see her first before coming with his people officially. Yes.
Greetings, Father and Mother.
Greetings.
Where are you coming from?
I went to see a friend.
Akugo, the next time you want to visit a friend, make sure you tell your father or I to avoid what happened today.
What happened?
The Prince of Umuago came looking for you, but you were not around.
What for?
How do we know when you are nowhere to be found? I believe he will come back. Then we will know why he's looking for you.
However, I think it is for good.
Akugo, go inside and eat your food. Go and freshen up.
Thank you.
Oh. I can see.
Bomb love again. Boss em love again. Love a piano go miss you. Bomb love again. I could go on your man. Bomb love again. Love a bomb go miss you.
Mama love for you, didn't I walk on my Mama love for you, love about what I miss you. Mama love for you, oh yeah, Coronation. Mama love for you, love it you all I miss you.
This is getting too much. This is getting too much. Do you realize that this is our third visit to Amansi Kingdom? And again, she is not at home. I'm tired though.
You're complaining. Have you forgotten you were the one telling me to calm down the other day? And today, I am telling you to calm down. We will return again. But this time, an official visit with my father. Your hand.
You mean the beautiful princess of Amansi? Ah, the father is a friend. We will go. Oyilinia,
the pride of Umuago.
Menukaku. Oh, Kaume.
Menukaku.
Oh, Kaume.
Menukaku.
Oh, Kaume. No.
Mayonowu and I have accompanied my son, the Prince of Umuago, to come and ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
You are most welcome. And I assure you that your journey will be a fruitful one. However, we all know that in matters like this, that the person directly involved has the decision to make. Please, send for the princess.
Go and call the princess.
My daughter.
Father.
That is Prince Chikeze of Umuago Kingdom. And this is his father, Igwe Okaome of Umuago, and his kinsmen. Prince Chikeze here have come with this wine to ask for your hand in marriage. What do you say?
I'm sorry, Father. But I'm not interested. My heart belongs to another.
Akugo, will you come back here? Akugo! Excuse me. Akugo! Akugo, will you come back here? Akugo!
I apologize for this unfortunate situation. I promise I will handle it.
You better do. Let's go. Fellow king, for that matter.
Akugo, listen here. Do you know that what you did is wrong?
I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry if I embarrassed you in front of your guests. But the truth still remains that I cannot marry the prince.
Why, Akugo? Why, if I may ask?
My heart belongs to another. I'm in love with another.
Will you shut up? What do you know about love? What do you know?
I may not know much, but I know love is spending the rest of your life with someone who brings you happiness and laughter. The battle of love is worth any sacrifice. Love is a beautiful thing, and that the prince cannot give to me.
The prince has all it takes to give you happiness and laughter, especially financial security at all costs. His royalty, the son of my friend. What else do you want? Huh? What else?
Yes, Akugo. I think your father is right. You need a wealthy man like the prince who can guarantee your comfort and happiness. Akugo, can't you see we want the best for you?
Eh? Mother, fortune and fame cannot bring me happiness. Fortune and fame cannot bring me happiness at all. Only love, and the prince cannot give me that.
Your Highness, please, just calm down. Let me talk to her, please.
Please do. Please. Because she must marry the prince.
Please. My king,
Yes.
I don't know what is happening here.
I don't know. This is my daughter. Oh, I love her. Hi.
It's okay, son. That's women for you. She is only displaying her feminine pride. Don't worry. She will come to accept you. I will do everything possible to make it happen. Don't worry, son.
it is okay, son. You've heard your father.
My father seemed to be in his very good mood today, isn't he?
Yes, my princess.
Let's hurry up before he changes his mind.
Okay, my princess.
They say beautiful ones are yet to be born, but some angels are already living here.
You mean your father wants me to come to the palace? What for?
For our own good, my love. He wishes to see the person his daughter cherishes.
I don't have any option than to honor his invitation. But I'm afraid.
No. You don't have to be afraid. The gods are with us. Okay?
Long live your highness.
Is it the one?
Yes, father.
Please, my daughter, excuse us. Let's talk man to man.
Okay, father.
Young man, what is your name?
My name is Nwachi, Your Highness.
What do you do for a living?
I am a hunter, Your Highness.
A hunter. I see. Now, let's talk like gentlemen. Sit down.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I understand you are having affairs with my daughter, the princess.
Yes, Your Highness. We are in love with each other.
Let me go straight to the point. I want you to put a stop to whatever you are doing with my daughter. Name your price.
With all due respect, Your Highness, my love for your daughter is priceless.
You are refusing my offer?
No, Your Highness. I'm just being honest.
Well then, I see you don't like a gentleman's agreement. Now let me warn you, hunter. I don't want you anywhere near my daughter. I don't want to see you anywhere near my daughter. She's getting married to a prince. I mean a prince! Therefore, a wretch like you cannot stand on my way. The day you dare me, I will make sure you never live to tell the story! Now get out of my presence!
What did my father say to you? What did you say to him, father?
The truth.
What truth?
That he is not up to your stature. That is becoming an obstacle to you marrying the prince. And that he should draw a line between the two of you.
How could you, father? How could you?
I wanted it the easy way. So I offered him a fortune for him to desist from this useless act. But he was adamant and unreasonable to my generosity and diplomacy. So I have to tell him the truth. The truth must be told anyway.
You are a heartless father. Why are you bent on destroying my happiness? Why are you bent on destroying my love?
Love indeed. Let me see you again flirting around him like a shameless fly on a chunk of rotten meat. And you will see me crush him.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about the prince's proposal. I thought I could handle it alone. And I'm sorry about what my father said to you.
It's okay, my love. It's not your fault. Let's just say it's my fate.
Nwachi, promise me Promise me you will stay with me through it all.
If it is the will of the gods, we shall conquer.
But if the gods are...
No but. You shouldn't say but. Let's stay together. Let's stay strong and fight and win this war. This war of love, please.
My love, you have to start going.
I know you're asking me to go because of my father, but I'm not scared of his threats.
I'm not saying you're scared. For the sake of love, you have to go. Please.
My son, you have been like this for days. What is bothering you?
I'm fine.
Are you sure? Okay. Let me go and get you your food, so you can eat.
I'm not hungry, Nne.
No, you have to eat. I'll bring it. And this time, you have to eat. Oh, I'm coming.
Since we have reached a consensus, shall we now send for my daughter, the bride? God, the king, go and get the princess.
Go and get the princess.
Your Highness.
Where is the princess?
Highness, she has eloped.
What?
Did I not warn you guards never to let her out of your sight in this palace? Now go and look for her and bring her here now! Get out of my sight!
And what nonsense is this?
What nonsense?
Omenoko, what is the meaning of all this? I thought we had an understanding before this visit.
Take the rest of the guards. Find where the princess is and bring her here immediately.
Yes, Your Highness. Yes.
Bring that wretch along too. Now go.
Yes, Your Highness.
My love, you are not supposed to be here. It's risky for people to see us together.
They're trying to force me on him, but I won't let them. It's you that I love.
I know. And from the deepest part of my heart, I love you in return. Maybe we are not destined to be together.
What are you doing here?
The king asks us to come with him.
What for?
Move it.
What's the matter? You're taking my seat. Leave my son.
love her over and over.
How dare you? How dare you disobey me again? How dare you disobey me in the presence of this fool?
Guards,
Your Highness.
make sure his body feels terrible torture.
And then lock him in the palace cell without food nor water. As for her, lock her up in her room without delight.
Yes, Your Highness.
I love that girl so much. The more she rejects me, the more my love burns for her.
You have tried, my prince. You must give up.
Never. I am the prince and the heir apparent to the throne of Umago. Whatever I want, I get! I have an idea.
What idea, my prince? What idea, my prince?
Remember she once said she is in love with someone else?
Yes, I remember.
The last time we went there, I tricked one of the maidens to give me information on whom she is having an affair with and where he lives. And she did. It is time. It is time to do it the hard way.
Amuma, you mean you still recognize them?
Yes. They are palace guards from Hamasi kingdom.
So why are they after his life?
I don't know. But whatever it is, could be because of that girl he recently met. I must go and search for him.
Amuma, are you sure of what you're saying? May the gods be with you. Amuma, may the gods be with you.
Please, Your Highness, forgive my son. Forgive my son for whatever he has done to you, and bring him back. Please.
Whatever fate your son is facing, he brought it on himself. As for what you are asking for, I'm sorry, I cannot honor your request.
Your Highness, Please, have mercy. Have mercy and see the tears of a helpless mother. He's all I've got. Please, please, my eyes into darkness.
I'm sorry, I cannot help you. Guards!
Yes, Your Highness, Your Highness.
Highness, take her.
Take her away.
Highness, Your Highness, Your Highness, please, 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 Your Highness. Please, Your Highness, my son, my son, please, Your Highness, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy, my son, Your Highness, Your
Mama, please calm down. I strongly believe that the gods will see him through.
What has he done? Since he said this, what has my son done? They have taken away my only eyes. They have taken away my only eyes.
Mama, calm down. The ghosts are not asleep.
Where is your son?
What is it? What do you people want?
He is not here.
What did you want to do?
He's not inside.
Why are you looking for him?
Really?
Why?
Well, I have a message for him.
Message for him?
Cleans this land. Who's gonna free up his land?
If he comes back, tell him if he does not stay out from our food, be the next.
No!
Oh, Mama, this guy is becoming more darker. Iyodo is with you. Mama, Mwachi must know the truth. Mwachi must know the truth.
Trust me, this time there won't be any disappointment. I have brought everything under control. In fact, let's commence preparations.
Twice have I been humiliated in your palace. I don't think a man of fame, power and integrity like me should give a third chance.
Father, I understand your point, Father. But it's about me. Please, I beg you. Let's give another try. Please.
If you say so.
Thank you.
I know that you are angry with me. But I want you to understand that whatever I did for you. I want the best for you.
Really, Father?
The best is you locking up an innocent man. The best is you taking my joy from me. The best is you restricting my freedom. You had better get another word, father, because you're nothing but a beast. Stay away from me.
I know you will react this way. But I know that in the future, you will find out that I did the best for you.
Stay away from me, father. Stay away from me!
Whatever you do, remember that tomorrow is your dowry payment. You must put yourself in order. Guards!
Your Highness.
Make sure you keep your eyes on her. She must not leave this palace.
You were just a hunter, but to my own eyes, you are my hero. So my hero, don't ever let me go. Never let you go. I'm a boogie, because I'm a rap boogie.
My princess, you're still like this. Please leave us. Guards, I need to speak with my daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Princess, please, I'm sorry. I tried, but your father is ever stubborn. Please, I wish I could help. Just try and put yourself together. Tomorrow is your introduction. Please, you have to start by eating something. In fact, let me get the food myself, okay? Just wait for me here. I'm coming, let me get your food. Oh? Oh, my little child.
Something inside your heart is speaking to me. And something inside of me just calling for you. My love. Machi.
How is Akugo?
Still locked in. She's getting married to Prince Chikezie tomorrow. I brought this for you. Please take before I'll get caught.
I'm not hungry.
Please.
Go. Go. I'm not hungry.
I have waited for the appointed time. The time for the fulfillment of destiny. The time for the reward of evil. My daughter, be rest assured that I am always with you. Look! I sent the rain as a sign of my presence. My daughter, I am always with you.
The time has come to reveal the truth from the past.
For he who was awakened the wrath of Ini Edo. Doom for he devotion. Good for all those who has offended my daughter Amuma. For they shall pay. Yeah, I come with the rain and thunder.
Glory, power, and worship to the great priestess Yodo, the mother confessor of Omuago. Great Yodo, to what do I owe this unannounced visit?
The time has come for the wicked ones like you.
Since our in-laws here, the people of Umuago have fulfilled all requirements, shall we now invite our daughter to show us who her husband is?
The time has come to reveal the truth from the past. Ogakara Kilugokwa.
My princess, what is it now? Eh? Please, my daughter. My princess, it is time you put yourself together. I believe the gods are with you. Omalicha, Achalugo.
Mother.
Oh, Adese.
My prince.
Hey! Abomination! Abomination!
Otibo, what is the meaning of this interruption on this special day when my son, the prince, is getting married?
Igwe, he is not your son.
How dare you utter such? Do you know the consequences of this, your utterances? Guards!
Yes, Your Highness.
Seize him and kill him.
He speaks the truth.
Huh?
He has a confession to make.
Great one.
On that fateful day that the queen visited my shrine. Nguku no ya ebelebe. Yo, okay, Billy. Ngugu ebelebe. Nana gosi ngugu ebelebe. Nagosi neka gosi no ye gosi na for ngugu ebelebe. Hebelebe ngugu hebelebe. Agosi neke gosi no ye ngugu hebelebe. I am sorry, Your Majesty. The words is too heavy in my mouth to say.
Say it, Otipo, no matter.
I told her that the only solution is sleeping with another man that will get her pregnant. She ordered me to have an intercourse with her.
I give you my body, Otipo. Do with me whatever you wish. But you have to give me a son, a heir to the throne of Umuago. Otipo, please. Save me from this shame and humiliation about befalling me, please.
Consider it done. The product of the intercourse is here.
Hey! My prince. Father. Lies. Lies! Father, kill this man! Kill this man!
Yes, she's a deceiver.
Woman! It's your turn to confess.
Yes.
It's a yes.
He's telling the truth. Our childless situation led me to that. My lord, I told you that this womb of mine will bless us with a child. You see, 2 years of waiting and our prayers has been answered.
You can't be more right. Do you know how happy and fulfilled you've made me be? My love and my queen.
Same here.
I'm so happy.
I'm happy too.
Where is my husband?
Where is my husband? What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my queen. I'm coming.
Calm down. Calm down, Your Majesty. Soon, you will carry the prince in your arms. Calm down.
Your Majesty.
Oh, Ayoma, what's the situation of things now?
I am sorry, Your Majesty. She delivered to a stillbirth.
You've refused eating for days now. Do you want to die of starvation?
Am I not better dead than living a cursed life? What have I done to the gods? What crime have I committed against the gods that they are punishing me in this manner? Leave me alone to wallow in sorrow, for they have become my meal day and night.
My lord, we are still young and healthy, and I believe we still have hope.
There is no hope for a man without life. I am living, but I'm not alive. I breathe no air. Emptiness is the only thing that is left of me.
My lord, I suggest we consult the gods.
The gods are no more alive. They don't exist any longer because they have turned their back on me. I want to be left alone.
My prince. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. The hour of revelation is not over yet. Here comes another one.
Igwe, I have a confession. Igwe, I have a confession about a terrible sin.
Don't you realize she's sacred? Okier, she's a servant of Yodo. Ha! Don't you realize that the penalty is death? They cannot be trusted. And I don't want my son to be stoned to death.
What about her? So, I quit my job as the chief guard and kept the secret to myself after I've recovered from the gunshot.
How about Amuma, the daughter of Yodo?
She is alive and here with us.
Yes, I'm alive. And so is my son. The product of that horrible act required on me the blood of Prince Okier. We were safe by a kind hunter.
It's okay. You're safe. You are safe. It's alright. Come with me. You're safe. I saw the bloodbath committed by the king. But thank the gods, you're still safe.
I owe you my life. I must be going now.
No, not yet. Those people will still be after your life. We must wait here until the dust settles a bit.
I wanna get us up and down your way. The blood of the innocent is crying for justice.
I'm happy you're here to feel my last breath. The king is responsible. You have to run for your dear life. Edo is with you.
You should thank the gods for guiding you this far in the jungle to locate me.
I can't think of anyone in Magu Kingdom to hide me. You're the only one I can trust. It is obvious the king is desperate to eliminate me, just as he did to Amelie, my mother.
It's okay. You are safe here. But I must advise you. You shouldn't step an inch from this place, because they will still be searching for you. You say this place is a lonely place in the jungle, and nobody can think of searching for you here.
Thank you so much for your kindness. But please, I need one more favor from you.
What is it?
We must get Amelie corpse at once before they find her. She deserves a burial.
I agree with you.
Thank you. And why are you here alone by yourself in this lonely jungle? Don't you have a family?
It's a long story. I came from Umago Kingdom. Many years ago, something terrible happened.
So, my brother has a son?
Yes. He has a son. A replica of both of you. The proof of truth.
So, where is he?
He has him. He locked him up because he is against his love affairs with his daughter here, the princess. He still has him.
Omenuko, is it true?
I did not know who he truly was. I did it just to get him out of the way for Prince Chikizie to marry my daughter.
I want him released immediately.
Guards!
Yes, Your Highness. Yes, Your Highness.
Get him here immediately.
The time has come to reveal the truth from the past. Ogakara Kirugokwa. Iodo, 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 Iodo in a one shot. Iodo Yakene. Iodo.
Mother, what is going on here?
Son, I told you in time past to bury your curiosity. Till time unveil that which you seek. Now is the time.
Son, it's a long story that cannot be told in a hurry.
Iodo, Iodo, Iodo Yakene. Iodo. Iodo. Iodo Yakene. Yakene.
Welcome, son of Okier, grandson of Omekago. You are indeed the bone, flesh, and blood of Okier. You are the heir, the rightful heir to the throne of Umuago.
No! No, father! I am still the heir to the throne of Umuago. No! Prince! My prince! My prince! My prince! Hey! You were my prince! What have you done, my prince? You were?
Hey! He must face a death penalty for the crime he just committed.
My prince.
And he is the rightful heir to the throne of Umuago. Now that justice is served, I shall return to where
time has come to reveal the truth from the past. Ogakala kelugo kwa Iodo, 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 Iodo ina wansho Iodo byakene Iodo Ife na mebi na banye Iodo Iodo, Iodo, Iodo mama Iodo, Iodo abokine kaya mezino Apuchara na mo jesili ni defugo meno Akwamfulu no se nyemeke Iodo, Iodo, Iodo byakene